And it's the cui bono, isn't it, for anyone genuinely confused? It's the who benefits from it. So governments are misleading you about the vaccine because ... they want to control the population, or they want to keep the satanic paedophile conspiracy secret, or they want to... Well, actually, you can take those two extremes: control the population right through to the satanic paedophile conspiracy. Why would the scientists lie about it? Oh, because they want to make lots and lots of money. And then you're back to Lewis and Ealing and his mum, and him saying, all right, why would I keep the cure to cancer secret? Why would I do this? Why would I make my own family's, my loved ones' lives worse if I was in on the secret? And it just falls apart. So cui bono, always cui bono, who benefits? And if you can't answer that question, why would they be doing this? Then the chances are they're not. And that is why people hate that question. Why are they doing this then? Why are they doing it? Because if you can't answer that, except with some, should we say, eccentric theories, then it becomes pretty clear to everybody honest that they're not doing the thing you're accusing them of. In this case, they're not lying about viruses and vaccines. Julie is in Edinburgh. Julie, what would you like to say?
Hi, I'm a very reluctant taker of the vaccine. I've taken them, but very reluctantly. And the reason why I've taken it is because, for many of my friends are the same, scientists haven't been able to explain or confirm that there's no long-term negative effects of the vaccine. There is short-term positives, of course there is, and that's why I've taken it. I've got young children. I don't want to end up in intensive care, so the reason why I've taken it is to protect my children while they're young. But I'm reluctant because science and industry, no one, including government, hasn't been able to confirm.
Have you read Sarah Gilbert's book?
Pardon?
Have you read Professor Sarah Gilbert's book, Vaccines?
No.
A genuine question, because I don't want to sound patronising by questioning what sort of research you've done, but they address this question directly.
Yeah, I don't think they have done it directly, and we shouldn't have to look at a book to be able to.
But she invented the vaccine, and she directly addresses quibbles that have been raised by people about the purported absence of long-term research.
I don't think they can confirm it because scientists, but you can laugh.
I'm not laughing, I'm sighing in a slightly exasperated fashion. It's normally the other way around. We normally tail off towards the end of the conversation. So who would you trust to tell you that your concern is unfounded?
Who would I trust?
Yes.
I would trust scientists. If example, you're saying what's true regarding the book, then that should be published and that should be
It has been published. There's a podcast interview with them on the LBC website. But let's park that. Who would you trust to tell you that this concern is unfounded and to explain to you why it's unfounded?
The reason why I'm saying that even that podcast and that book, if it was that secure, that information, then the government would use it to make sure that the 5 million that have not vaccinated would hear about it.
Giving quite a lot of credit to the worst government in living memory, but I'm interested in you, and they have tried their best to get these messages out there, but there's still people listening to this programme who thinks it can affect your fertility or upset a pregnancy. The lie can be halfway around the world before the truth has got its trousers on. But we're going to run out of time because Kaleem had a right old leg stretch. So who would you trust to tell you that your concerns are unfounded? Who would you trust? How qualified, how expert, how senior a scientist would you need to hear from?
It's got nothing to do with who I trust. I do trust science to an element of degree, but what I'm saying to you that all medicines, including vaccines, usually go through certain processes.
Yes, but who would you trust to explain to you that you're coming from a mistaken starting point on this?
I'm not covering things up, but I trust scientists.
So someone who spent their whole life creating vaccines who could explain to you why... No? I mean, is there anyone...
Can I ask you something?
No, because it's not how it works, is it?
There's more people dying
so no one could persuade you that you're... Yes.
There's more people dying of cancer than there is of the virus, and yet the cancer treatment has to go through all those processes.
No, there's no comparison between... Okay, I think we'll both agree. There's nobody that could persuade you that you're wrong. And if I was in a slightly more patronising mood, I'd now ask you what your qualifications are in this field, and you would say...
If science was able to present information to you that had...
Well, go and look a bit harder.
Sorry, just wanted to put that in there. I mean, again, another clear example of how James O'Brien, doesn't let anybody speak and make their points anyway, but obviously, really manages to twist things and divert the conversation away from what the person's actually saying to actually express their views clearly. Let me just say there's so many different reasons why the truth has been kept from the public, why there's so many lies going on, why there is this deception. Yes, it's about money. Yes, it's about power. Yes, it's about control. Yes, it's about depopulation. Yes, it's about, you guys just being evil and not having any heart, being psychopathic, not caring. You don't care about anybody. That's what it all boils down. Many of you people are actually psychopaths. You don't care about people. You only care about yourself. You're only caring about your immediate family. You don't care about anybody. And this is the truth. And of course, some people know about what's going on through the different sort of levels of the hierarchy in the political elite and corporate elite, and some people don't. So if you're to actually discover the truth, then you have to do the research. You have to look, connect all the dots. Take you hours to actually really start to get a full view of things. You have to look at all of the different pieces of information to connect the dots and see the lies and be open to the fact that you are looking at lies rather than having a close mind to it. Otherwise, you're just not going to see it. If you've already made up your mind that you're not going to see it, you're not going to see it. It's a fact. So anyway, I thought I'd share that with you. Just something for you to think about. And I'm going to be doing some more clips from LBC because I do find that LBC is worth listening to as much as it angers me, just because actually you can hear how they're manipulating people's thinking, because they're literally just preaching to people what they should be thinking, how they should be thinking. It's just such brainwashing. LBC doesn't stand for London Broadcasting, in my opinion. It stands for London Brainwashing Corporation. That's what it is, because all they're doing is preaching and preaching and preaching. He has like 10-15 minute monologues where he's just guiding the public to think, his way, and it's all based on his popularity and stuff. It's sickening, but we have to listen to this stuff. We have to know what they're saying, how they're programming people, so that we can obviously, be able to answer it with actual information and studies that we can actually put in front of them so that they can hopefully look at it and then we can jolt them out of their sleep. But anyway, share it, please. Like it, please. Comment, please. Appreciate you being here. And yeah, see you again. Take it easy, peeps.